Traffic is gradually picking up on the N4 toll roads and other routes in Mpumalanga. Early operations at the Lebombo Border Post were running smoothly as holidaymakers as well as migrant workers crossed through the border without any glitches. Our reporter Tumelo Machogo is watching developments from the Nkomazi TOLL Plaza on the N4 toll at Kaapmuiden. Tumelo, you started the morning at Lebombo. What was the situation like there before you tell us about the current traffic on the N4?
Well, indeed, we woke up this morning going to Lebombo Border Gate, where traffic is actually, or rather travelers there are starting to actually line up. We've seen a long queues of travelers actually waiting to be processed at Lebombo Border Gate, and also those lines are queuing up. You know, there are more than 200 meters of people just waiting to be processed and to come into South Africa. We understand that today is going to be the busiest day, especially at Lebombo Border Gate, and they're saying that the Border Management Authority is saying that today is going to be one of those busiest days. They said yesterday they had about over 17,000 people that were processed at the border. More than 11,000 of those people, they were coming from Mozambique going to South Africa, and about 5,000 of those people were going into Mozambique. But they're saying that they're expecting more people to come into the country. Remember that Wednesday schools are reopening and also businesses are going back to work tomorrow. So a lot of people that we spoke to are migrant workers that are traveling. Some of the people were saying that they are going to Rustenburg. Some of people saying they are going to Free State. So you can imagine a lot of those people, they want to travel today so they can reach their destination in time. But also a frustration for those people who are still lining up there in the queues that have been lining up there at Lebombo Border Gate. Not a lot of trucks on the road. We've seen trucks, but not a lot of them. There is not even a queue of trucks at Lebombo Border Gate. You remember that we've been reporting about trucks queuing kilometers and kilometers, but there's none of the trucks that are queuing up there. Only a lot of people trying to come to the country. But also some of the Mozambican nationals that are coming to the country, they're saying that they're coming to shop, actually just to go back to Mozambique because they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We understand that tomorrow until Wednesday there's going to be a protest in that country. They are saying that the protest is going to be peaceful, and also the people that are going to be out and protesting, they are being called to say that they must hold placards that are of their president or the person that they have voted for, or they want to be inaugurated as a president come Wednesday. But now on the N4, traffic is starting to peak, and it's starting to peak. We have seen a number of people actually traveling, especially here at the Nkomazi TOLL Plaza. They're saying that, you know, it's about few hundred cars that are traveling and crossing the border, the toll gate rather, per hour here at the Nkomazi TOLL Plaza. But let's speak to the spokesperson of community safety in the province, and Date Musi Mweti. Mr. Mweti, just talk to us about the traffic that we have seen already. We are seeing a lot of traffic already now on the N4. Where is it busy? Because we know that most of the travelers are traveling today to various provinces.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to your viewers at home and in the studio. All that we can say is that we have seen traffic picking up on most of the routes, particularly your N4 toll route, the Middleburg Toll Plaza. That is various routes. They'll obviously have to go through Middleburg Toll Plaza in order to go to Gauteng. They were counting about 600 vehicles per hour at one point. But in other roads, such as your N3, the traffic has increased quite substantially. They were counting about 1,000 vehicles per hour, and as well as the N2 between Piet Retief and the Emelo, as well as between Piet Retief and Paul Pietersburg. But what we have seen so far as a department is that there has been a general decrease in terms of the vehicle population as compared to this time last year, largely because most did not travel to Mozambique. But some of the challenges that we have encountered while our law enforcement officers, emergency personnel were working on our routes throughout the festive season was that some of the people who were traveling on the route, they were not observant of the applicable speed limits. We encountered problems with the weather. Some did not respect the prevailing weather conditions on the road, and this has in some instances led to fatal crashes. But in terms of the number of vehicles that we have stopped on various roads, there's about 145,000 or so, which of course 46,000 of those went through various way bridges across the province. But yes, we continue to be ready as the festive season is about to be concluded on our roads from the side to make sure that we deal with any eventualities on the road.
And also we're talking about the inclement weather, and also we have seen now there is a prediction that is going to be rain today. What do we advise to motorists, especially people that are going to be traveling on the road, using the road, especially the N4 going to Gauteng, because the rain is expected in this on the major road. Yes, we don't have rain here where we are, but the rain is predicted in some parts of the province.
We want them to reduce speed in accordance with that, but also they need to maintain prudent following distances. They must also keep their lights on. In fact, there was a time when motorists who are traveling during the festive season were encouraged to keep their headlights on day and night so that they can be visible at all times. But what worries us is that some do not observe this weather conditions. These weather conditions has also made it difficult because some of the roads have been affected in terms of the damages, such that traffic had to be diverted elsewhere. So we want everybody, like for instance, we've seen many people traveling now since in the morning when we had visited Middleburg Toll Plaza, but we are happy. That is why we've always encouraged daytime traveling. Even when you are traveling and then your car gives you problems, you are able to be attended to. But when it's at night, you become even more vulnerable to criminals, and other motorists can also crash into you while you are trying to fix your car. So we continue to call for daytime traveling, and people must obey the rules. In some of the crashes that we have seen that some of the drivers who were involved, they were actually within kilometers before reaching their destinations. It tells you this person has traveled for so long, but he becomes involved in an accident while he's so close to his destinations. It tells you that those who are traveling long distances must be wary of fatigue. They must rest sufficiently along the way.
Fantastic. And I wanted to raise that point of people, like stopping every 2 hours to relax and also to continue with the road. But just talk to me about the number of crashes that you have seen in the province, and also the fatalities, if you've got the numbers, since the festive season started.
Well, in terms of the numbers, all I can say is that the police working with the traffic officers, they've been able to arrest nearly 700 people for drunken driving. As I've indicated, over 145,246 vehicles have been stopped. But with regard to number of crashes and fatalities, the minister will communicate that in due course. And it's fairly early to say whether we have been able to reduce fatalities or not. That will be communicated in due course. But SA province, we remain deeply concerned about the number of pedestrians who have been involved, who have passed on as a result of these crashes, particularly along the R573 road, the one that is linking Mpumalanga, Limpopo and Gauteng, R573 known as Moloto Road. We've seen a number of pedestrians being involved. So we continue to encourage them to be visible, not to walk while they are drunk, to be bright and to cross the roads where they are supposed to. But other than that, other areas have recorded pedestrian deaths as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Mweti. Musi is the spokesperson for the Department of Community Safety in the province. Just talk to us about the roads and how busy the roads are, especially today when most of the people will be returning home, saying that, yes, the numbers have gone down, especially the numbers of people on the road, especially on this day. You remember that most people did not travel to Mozambique due to the unrest that has been happening in that country. But we continue to watch the developments on the road and how far the traffic is going to take, especially on the road. Right now it's quite hot where we are, but we understand that there is a prediction of rain across the Mpumalanga province, so motorists are also advised to take caution.